I have titled the book The Counterfeit Ruby. The reason for this will become clear hopefully to myself and others as I write the book. I don't quite know where it's going yet, so any suggestions that you have are more than welcome. Feel free to leave them in the comments below, or ideally on Wattpad. Chapter 1. I don't know about you, but partying and going wild has never been one of my favourite pastimes. I grew up reading books by myself in my room, enjoying my own company and staying out of everyone else's way. The idea of mingling with drunken people, especially ones my own age, has never excited me as much as I feel it should. You can therefore imagine how I feel now, heading into a university party. Not just any party, a frat party, the worst kind of celebration. Hordes of intoxicated teens desperately trying to prove their own dominance and get laid. Does this sound like a fun time to you? If you said yes, then I'm afraid we can't be friends. As I step through the front gate, a tall wrought iron monstrosity, gold-plated lions perched atop, and onto the front lawn, my senses are simultaneously assaulted by a cacophony of unpleasantness. The smell of alcohol, mingled with teen boy and vomit, drift upon the breeze. The source of the smell, I deduce, can only be the home at the end of the gravel drive. All windows open, allowing for not only the smell to exit the house, but also the noise. Oh, the noise. The cheaply produced, high-pitched remix of chart music. I am all for modern music, but the overzealous drum track added out of rhythm to the Halsey song currently blasting from what must be 100 speakers spotted around the house and garden should be enough to make anyone with any musical taste cringe. My stomach doing a little dance, I make my way down the path, gravel crunching under my heels as I edge closer to the house. As the front door comes into view from behind trees that line the pathway, I make out a couple sat on the stairs out front, their tongues slobbering all over each other's faces, making quite a mockery of themselves. The girl's hair is a lovely blonde colour, but apart from this I fail to find anything about her worth complimenting. She's adorned in skinny ripped jeans and a crop top, of sorts, through which you can clearly see her cheap bra. Admittedly, maybe I'm being a little rude simply because I'm beginning to feel far too overdressed and somewhat self-conscious. In my early years, I would attend my mother's soirees, which were always rather fanciful occasions for which one would dress up in nice clothes and talk about their yacht trips to Bora Bora and such like with relatives that they secretly hate. As a result of this, when Sean suggested we go to a party, I immediately went out to purchase a new dress, despite him warning me several times that that would be unnecessary, as it was going to be a casual party. I never dressed casual. Standing here now in my knee-length blood-red lace gown, lips and heels coloured to match, blonde hair curled around my face, I know I look beautiful. However, I can't help but feel the fool as a gaggle of girls push past me, walking towards the door, all of them in shorts and tank tops. I grab a small hand mirror and my Ruby Woo lip pencil from my purse in order to kill time by redoing my lipstick before I have to enter the hellhole in front of me. Popping open the mirror, I shift my arm, edging the bag down to my elbow so I can hold both the mirror and pencil, and begin to reline my lips. I like to overdraw my top lip, a pencil width, to make them appear fuller. I find it balances out my face. At 16, I had arranged to see a doctor about having my top lip plumped up with a little Juvederm. But after seeing Charlene, my mother's friend, at my Sweet 16 party, her mouth stretched and swollen, somewhat reminiscent of a trout, I decided best to just overline a little. And that's what I've been doing for the past year and a half. 2 minutes later, my lips lined to perfection, I placed the mirror and liner back in my bag, checking my phone as I do so, to see if there was a text from Sean. He's meant to be meeting me inside, but after seeing the party, I'm questioning if I could simply slip away and tell him I fell ill. Running late, be there in 5, XOX, read the text he had sent just over 5 minutes ago. He should be turning up any time now. I decide to wait around. Maybe I will love this sort of party, I tell myself. I won't. But if I do not tell myself that it will be a great night, then I know I'm prone to get cold feet and run away. A gentle breeze rustles my hair. It feels good. I didn't realise, but I've started to sweat just a little, and the cooling effect of the breeze helps to settle my jittery nerves. My fingers unconsciously reach up to move hair back behind my ear. No sooner is it tucked away, the gentle breeze gains vigour and becomes a sudden harsh gust of wind just strong enough to throw me slightly off balance. I teeter forward, moving my left leg out in front to steady myself, whilst simultaneously clutching at the front of my dress, in an attempt to stop it billowing up above my knees, or God forbid, any higher. The freak gust soon over, I smooth the front of my dress down and settle it back to where it should have been, running my hand through my hair, pulling it back off of my face. Well now, that was quite the show. I smile at the familiar voice I hear behind me, and turn to see Sean standing there, shirt untucked, hanging over his waist, the Hawaiian print hurting both my eyes and sense of style. For a young gay guy, you really have mastered the art of dressing like a straight middle-aged father just after the first divorce, I say, giggling. Nice to see you too, Katie, he smiles. I walk over, wrapping my arms around his neck, planting a big kiss on his cheek, leaving a red lip-shaped mark behind. That's punishment for being late, I smirk at him. He rubs at it desperately, trying to wipe the mark off, but that only spreads it further. Taking pity, I pass him a makeup wipe and watch as he rubs off the mark. Looking down at the red-stained wipe in his hand, he, with all the aim and sporting accuracy expected from a young gay guy who has never thrown a ball in his life, hurls the wipe at me, aiming for my face. I don't even need to move. I just watch as it drifts over my head, landing somewhere behind me. What was that for? I say indignantly as I turn to pick it up. Just for being annoying in general, he says, smiling. Or if you must pick something specific, you can have that for calling me gay. You know quite well that I'm bi. Oh, sure, honey, sure, I say, tapping him gently on the cheek with my left hand. We both know I'm more likely to pick up a woman than you are, and I've never, ever been a fan of them. He lets out a small laugh before realising fully what I'd said. Ugh, he mutters, giggling gently. We link arms, his arm warm through his shirt. He's always warm, even on cold winter evenings like this one. There must be something wrong with him, besides the obvious. Shall we? He smiles, nodding his head towards the front door, blonde curls bobbing in rhythm with the motion. If we don't, and say we did, I'll cover your first semester tuition, I half joke, hoping I can bribe him into not dragging me into a party. Not that I wouldn't have paid it anyway if he'd have asked, but he never would. He's too proud, and I appreciate that about him. He hums, looking up in mock indecision. Nah, no way you're getting out of this. He grins at me, and I let out an audible groan, slouching down on his arm, feigning misery and exhaustion. Showing no pity despite my amazing display. Unfortunately, he links his arm in with mine and drags me forward towards the door. I really don't feel like partying. But we reach the door, Sean frees his arm from mine and pushes on the dark mahogany wood. The doors swing inwards, and with this the music level intensifies to a near deafening level, the sudden increase in volume scaring away the last of my remaining nerve. Hordes of drunk people dance and shout in the room beyond the door. My stomach knots as I begin to feel even more incredibly out of place. Deep breath in, deep breath out. I sigh, stepping forward, designer heels landing in a sticky residue left just inside the door. The night is off to a wonderful start. I sigh inwardly, thinking about the price it will cost to replace the ruined shoes. I take a step forward, resigning myself to the horrors I know the night will bring. Once again I take Sean's arm and head forward into the writhing throng. That is chapter 1. I altered the wording slightly as I've spoken, and I'm going to alter it on Wattpad now. Once again, the links are in the description below. Also, I have opened a Patreon account, which obviously I do not expect anything to come of yet. However, on there I will be posting drafts and ideas, so you'll get sneak peeks and have a chance to suggest and maybe manoeuvre the way the story goes. Ideally, I'll post one chapter on YouTube a week, and perhaps one, possibly two, on Wattpad of this story. I hope you've enjoyed listening, and of course if you don't enjoy it, that's fine, simply click away. Again, my writing is not professional, it's simply something I do for fun. I hope this has helped to relax you, and I will see you all in the next one. Good night.